We pulled the Detroits, and now we're staring at a cavernous, oily mess. The engine room looks like a bomb went off, and no, this isn't a plug-and-play repower. The Cummins engines are smaller, the mounts don't line up, and every major system, fuel, exhaust, coolant, must be rebuilt from scratch. But first, we're heading into the bilges, a place where no man has gone, it seems, since 1969. Is this the clean slate we hoped for, or just the opening of another can of worms? Are you ready for this?
In the next installment of Under the Floorboards, we see what's in a bilge that's been inaccessible for years. All right, what we got here is, first and foremost, a nice, lovely, gross piece of hose with a hose clamp.
Blaine has a bit of a reputation aboard Tangaroa. He can't stand a dirty bilge. From day one, he's been on a mission to clean, dry, and access every single one. And with a boat this size, that's no small task. Over the years, we've slowly pulled up boards, removed furniture, and cut through old modifications just to get eyes on these hidden spaces. What we found along the way? Oil, sludge, rot, and some stuff we don't have names for. Are you ready to take a look at the bilges we've cleaned so far? And then let's get to the engine room. Now that the Detroits are out, Blaine can access the bilge he's always wanted to get at.
That's a piece of wood. It's been in there for a very long time.
Before we get too far into this chaos, we've got some exciting news to share. We just launched our brand new website, crew membership, and exclusive Tangaroa crew-only gear, designed for those of you who have been following our journey and want to be a part of it. You'll get behind-the-scenes updates, real-time progress, and crew-only perks. Head on over to onboardtangaroa.com to check it out and join our crew. Now back to the chaos.
That's some sort of piece of metal of some sort. Thin sheet of aluminum. Looks like we've got two of those. Yeah, that's a gooder. Okay, what else? We got a spare hose clamp. What else? What else? Oh, that's thick and gross in there. What is that? Oh, that's more. Oh, that's tile. But funny enough, that is not tile that we removed. That has been in there far longer. This bilge, I cannot adequately explain how gross this bilge is. Look, more tile. Alright, so after getting the lovely diesel out, this is what's left. Lovely. And there is plenty of it. There has been no peoples in this bilge for a very long time. Well, so far, that is what I've picked out of a 1 foot by 1 foot square of the bilge. You can see how much I've scraped out of there. And then there's a big chunk right down in there, and you can see it's not even allowing the bilge water to flow out from the backside of that. So that is my next tackle, is that grossness down in there. The master stateroom bilge in the bathroom where screwdrivers go to die. It's the third one I've dug out.
What's wrong with your hands?
Nothing. Just nicked them a couple of times in the bilge because there's lots of sharp edges in there.
Well, won't they get
it's a welded boat.
Are they going to get affected?
Oh, probably if anything's going to get infected, that's going to be the best chance of these getting infected.
Lots of soap. We've got antiseptic in the first aid kit.
I'm really not worried about it.
You don't care, do you? You nick your hands all the time. You've got mechanic's hands.
The only thing that I don't like is having blood drip everywhere, so I usually wash my hands really good and then I wrap them in paper towel and then I go back to work again.
So Blaine is very, he likes a clean bilge. How's it going, B?
It's going.
Are you just washing it with your hand?
Scrubbing. Brush.
It smells better already.
Oh yeah. Just getting all this stuff out of that bathroom when it's helping a lot.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that make me really happy on this boat. Well, I'll just say a couple for now. And then things that makes me happy, number two, is having the bilges dry. Alright, so today while we're stuck in the yard for an extra weekend, I'm doing some bilge cleaning. Because fortunately there is a oily water receptacle here for us to get rid of some of this. So yeah, you can see my scraper here. And I'm getting right down into the nasty, and there's plenty of nasty. So this is not going to be a pretty or fun day, but it's good to get all this crap out of here, because, well, I don't like dirty bilges, and I'm going to do what I can to make it not dirty. Yay, more. Let me see that. That's lovely. So tasty.
As you can see over the years, we've tackled every filthy, hidden bilge on this boat, one greasy mess at a time. The only ones left? The ones under the Detroits. And now that they're out, Blaine finally gets to finish what he started. Well, you're under the boat. What you doing?
I'm removing bilge water. That's just siphoning out of there.
I don't think you have enough buckets.
I'm definitely not going to have enough buckets.
Because 2 buckets are full.
I got 2 more blue buckets at the back of the boat, the old oil buckets.
Okay. That looks like it's just plain water right now.
It's antifreeze.
Oh.
That's why it's so green, yellowy. Alright, I gotta pop up and pull that pump out before it overflows that bucket.
I have to say, boat yards are a lot of work. But it's gonna be nice because this is really our last big project with the boat out of the water, doing the engine swap. And then we can go traveling and then get to some other countries and get the interior done. Ooh, he's gonna finish. You're close. Okay, you're good. Yeah, we're probably gonna wait to Vietnam, Philippines, those areas to do the interior of the boat. There's some amazing woodworkers there and boat builders there. And it doesn't cost as much, I have to say. So we're gonna head over there to get the interior done and get that aft deck done with teak and stuff like that. At least that's the plan.
All right, so I've got the bilges empty now, or at least empty as much as I can. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all the crap that's just sitting in the bilges on the outside there, on both sides, and then scoop up as much of the sludge and all the other nasty that's in there out. And then I'll, a gentleman next door said that we could borrow his steam / hot water cleaner pressure washer thing, and just gonna go to town in here, get as much of this stuff out as I can, and make the bilges hopefully look mostly pretty again. Not holding my breath on perfect, but I'd settle with much better. So another thing I'm doing here is I'm removing all of this old copper fuel feed line. I'm sure you guys have heard me harp before. If not, you'll hear me harp now. Copper has got no place on an aluminum boat in any way, shape, or how. It is incredibly reactive. If it gets into the bilge, it will leach copper ions into the bilge and it will start to eat aluminum. So no copper on an aluminum boat. And that's my rant. So all of this, so you can see all this big bundle of pipe here, that's all copper. And then I had the same thing on the port side. I'm just slowly working my way through each separate one, but all that's going to go, and that's all going to be replaced with either hose or with stainless steel tubing, which is considerably less reactive with aluminum. So anyway, that's what I'm up to now, and then once all that's out of the way, I can get back to cleaning in the bilge. And now that things are out of the way, we can now see areas in the bilge that have not been touched for many, many years. So this is what I'm going to start tackling now. And as you can see, yummy. Now I got to get all this sludge out of the bilge. Just pure nasty. That is about as muddy gross as you can possibly get. Yuck. This is going to take a little while. And of course all this nasty has blocked the limber holes, so water hasn't been properly traveling from engine room bilge section to get drained out. So this stuff just builds and builds and builds. This isn't the first time I've had to get in here and get this crap out. I guess the nice part is it's oily enough where it's kept the aluminum from corroding. It's actually fairly clean under the engines here. Not much for pitting or anything like that, which is a nice benefit for aluminum anyway. Wood typically does not fare near as well. So we're lucky in that aspect. This section at least was a little bit more accessible, but still not great. Really, the starboard side is better. No. It might actually be worse. Collecting quite the soup here. A bit more diesel on this side because this is where all the diesel filters are on this side. So there's another thing on Tangaroa that I've noticed, I think probably like 4 times. And I'll show you guys. This is first time I saw this, it kind of surprised me. And I wasn't sure what it was about, but down here in the bilge. So if you look right here, there's a bolt. And at first I thought maybe it was just a broken bolt or something that was down there, but no, that is bolted right through the hull. So I wasn't sure what it was all about at first. And my conclusion is that over the course of this boat's lifetime, it's developed a couple of pinholes, because when aluminum starts to corrode, it'll corrode like a wormhole and it'll go right through. Rather than being a big patch, it'll just be one spot. And I'm assuming what happened was it corroded through, and rather than properly fixing it, which is pretty easy actually, they just threw a bolt in to plug the hole, because there is nothing on the outside of the hull where that bolt is. So there's one there, and I also noticed, see if this one's still here if we fixed it, but I think it was somewhere down in this bilge. Yeah, I think that's it there. So right in the corner where the limber hole is here, right there, you can see there's another one. So I think this time around, I might get those out of there and properly fix them, weld them up, because it's not all that hard to do. That one's in a little bit more difficult location. But yeah, you see things on boats when they're 50 plus years old and been through multiple owners and or charters, whatever. Yeah. All right, after so far a day's worth of cleaning and disassembly, this is where I'm at. Still have a bit left to do, but I have gotten all the copper pipes out on this side and most of the copper pipes out on this side. Still have the copper pipes that go to the tanks, and I also have the feeds up to the day tanks that I have to get rid of as well. But that's gonna come. I just couldn't find my cutter at the time, so that's gonna have to wait. I'm heading to Victoria tomorrow to pick up the new engines, so I won't be able to continue on this tomorrow. It's gonna have to wait till I get back on Friday. I got the 2 fire bottles out of the way. I got the fuel transfer pump out of the way. All that stuff's going to be remounted in different locations. So that's kind of why I'm stripping everything down. I still have those 2 filters to get out of the way there. I've got to disconnect the Blackwater vent pipe and move it because it's going to be in the way too. Because this is going to be the fuel filtration and valve and transfer area here. Dead center in the engine room, easy to access. Didn't like it where it was before. It was up over in the corner, and then you had to go over moving shafts to get to it. So should be a lot better when I'm done.
And then it was time to get serious. We rented a hot water pressure washer.
That in more? Yeah, like that.
You want to pass that to me?
Yeah, okay, I'll just get this piece and then I'll pass it to you.
Okay.
I know I just can't get to that from this angle.
So what do you think about hot water? What do you call it? Pressure washer?
Super functional.
Is it fun though? Because you are really...
It's filthy. He got the worst of it.
Look at that smiley face of Captain Paul.
Yes, it's really nasty and it blows nasty everywhere.
Yeah.
So maybe if you guys are done, you should at least look tomorrow because there might be more you have to do. No, you're done. Day 2 of having the magical hot water steamer thing. So let's go see what actually happened yesterday because I never showed you a before, the after. And let's go see what Blaine is up to today. So look at these bilges, people. That steamer thing is amazing.
Yes.
Okay, give us an update. How did it go yesterday?
Went really well yesterday. Unfortunately, as you can see by the walls, the steamer kind of blows crap everywhere.
I guess I know what I'm painting tomorrow.
But it does remove all the grime. So these are all the areas that were underneath the engines where I'm standing now, and there's no more oil in here. The only thing we have is just a little bit right down in the corners here. So what I'm doing right now is what we found yesterday, and I kind of already had an idea about. This boat has very poor setup for limber holes. So the little holes that drain the water out of the bilges from one bilge section to the next. So we were having big pockets of water that were getting caught in areas, and where there were holes, they were so small that they would plug up almost instantly. So we were constantly having to pop stuff through. So basically I'm just opening up limber holes to give it better flow through, because I will be doing more scrubbing in here and getting that done. So yeah, hopefully that'll work a bit better now.
And what's your plan with the floorboards?
Floorboards we're going to take down onto the concrete today, or the asphalt, and we're going to hit that with the steam cleaner off the boat. Get them all shiny. These have already been, well, this one hasn't, but the one that the Janice is standing on here has been hit, but unfortunately it's kind of spattered with nasty from the last bit of cleaning that we did. So we're just going to take all these off the boat and hit them with the steam cleaner.
So we only have one more day having the steam cleaner, and I was able to talk the guy into letting us have it as long as we had it back to his rental shop at 7:30 tomorrow morning, because it's going out again on Monday. So we've got a lot of work to do today. It is Sunday. So let's get to it. Come here! Come here!
No.
Okay, remember how to turn it on.
I said Janice broke it already.
What?
You broke it already.
Get your ass down here, boy. Maggie's so cold that I turned on the truck and I'm heating it up and I'm letting her sit in it. Operate this. You have to operate the handle.
Yes.
Do anything?
Didn't do anything.
Lane is trying to find something to make his bilges shiny.
Not necessarily shiny.
Have you just poured it?
Just no, I don't want to do that.
Pour a wee bit. Just pour it. Told you the rag won't work. You gotta get it right in there. And see what it does. Let it sit for a second. Again, this is white wall cleaner.
And the reason why we're trying this is because we spilt it on our aft deck a little while back, and it made a really shiny spot on the aft deck. So we're just seeing if it'll do anything here, which it does not appear to be. Apparently oxalic acid will work as well. No, this isn't doing anything. Not even remotely phasing it.
Oxalic acid.
So no go there. I mean, I don't necessarily have to get rid of the corrosion pitting. I mean, obviously that would require sanding and polishing, but I would like to get it at least all aluminum colored rather than this rusty, gross crap that's everywhere right now.
I'm following you. So, you've got this cleaner that's made from rhubarb.
Yeah. I'm trying it on a spot that's probably the heaviest soiled rust spot we have. And this stuff is literally called rust off.
Oh, you're not even using a sprayer.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
I was cautioned that it didn't work. I was also cautioned not to get this in my eyes, because apparently it hurts. Andrew tried it yesterday.
He got it in his eyes?
Yeah.
That's dumb. Here. See if you get some light, what it did. Do anything?
It doesn't really look like it did anything.
Shit all. Nada. Okay. This is exciting! The new engines, Stella 2.0 and Porsche 2.0, are arriving right now. Maggie, come here. Woohoo! 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 Maggie.
Yeah.
Stella 2.0, Porsche 2.0, meet Tangaroa. They've actually never seen the boat. A little Jenny. A little generator in there.
just jumping in now, head back to where this all began. We need to repower our 78-foot yacht. Now what? It'll give you the full picture of how we got here.